I've lived in Malaysia with my family for 11 years, and we love it in Malaysia. In Malaysia, it's famous for its food.
Satay and nasi lemak, of course.
Nasi lemak.
I also really love to go to Malacca and get a coconut shake.
The reason that I love having my own children here is because the entire staff is so dedicated to loving, teaching, and serving the children in this school.
I really love that we have a very close community, and that lets us really stay together as a family.
实拍实说，大地海外升学。
My name is Ben Hale. I'm the head of school here at Oasis. I'm the founding head of school, and I've been here from even before the school was started. I was on the project manager team to design, get the school license, and open the school, and then became the head of school when the school opened in 2018.
I'm Dr. Jessica Hale, and I'm the secondary principal here at Oasis International School.
My name is Rebecca Unruh. I'm the elementary principal here at Oasis International School.
Yeah, my name is Mark Shufflin. I'm the business manager, CFO here at Oasis, and I've been here since the start of the school in 2018, in education for 16 years.
My name is Miles McLeod. I am an English teacher, an advanced placement teacher, and the English language learning coordinator at Oasis International School.
My name is Chad Kavanaugh, and I am the Athletic and Activities Director at Oasis International School. I've worked at Oasis for almost 2 years, but I've lived in Malaysia for a little over 5 years. I come from more of a business background, but I've really enjoyed the education world and particularly athletics. I grew up playing sports and had a lot of my most meaningful relationships built through sports, so really thankful for my role in Oasis and being able to create those opportunities for students as well.
You know, I'm a big guy, so I like everything, but I've lived in Malaysia with my family for 11 years, and we love it in Malaysia. As far as the food goes, you can get any kind of food that you like. In Malaysia, it's famous for its food, and so I think I cannot only pick one. I pretty much like everything. I like very spicy food, and so, you know, anything spicy is good for me.
So I've lived in Malaysia for 10 years, so I really love living in Malaysia. One of the things I love about Malaysia is there is no winter, so it's like summer year-round. Some of my favorite meals include satay and nasi lemak, of course. I also really love to go to Malacca and get a coconut shake.
I really love living here. I've actually lived in a number of countries overseas. I was raised in Mexico, and then I lived in the US for a short time, Japan, Venezuela, and now here. And besides my home country of Mexico, I think Malaysia is my favorite place that I've lived. One of my favorite dishes is nasi kukus. I like it better than nasi lemak because I just like the sauce and the flavor of the chicken.
I love living in Malaysia. It's a very comfortable place to be, and I live right here near the school, and so my family and I can bike to school every day, or bike or walk to and from school, and so it's a very comfortable place to be, especially out near the school. Some of my favorite Malaysian foods are, I really like char siu, and I like roti canai. Those are some that I really enjoy, but really more than that, I like the variety of food from all sorts of places. There's food from all over the world, but especially from other Asian countries that are all here. So there's so many different things to try.
So I love living in Malaysia. I've lived here now, this is my 6th school year. So I've lived here just over 5 years. My wife also works at the school, and my 3 children go to the school. And one of the reasons we stay in Malaysia, and one of the reasons we love it, is the school. But there's lots of things we love about Malaysia. One of the things we really like is just how diverse it is. Even though me and my family come from America, we don't feel like we stand out so much because there's so many people from different parts of the world. So many people are a little bit different, and that's okay. And that's also true to the food here. So to ask someone what their favorite Malaysian food is, you're kind of asking what their favorite type of food is, because there's Chinese Malaysian, right? And so like char kway teow and wonton mee and pan mee I like a lot. But then also if you ask me, like, there's also the Malay food, so beef rendang or nasi lemak. And then the Indian Malaysian food, right? I have my favorite for that as well. So like ayam kunyit or roti canai. So I mean, you can explore foods from all around the world all year long. And no matter what country you're coming from, you'll always find food that's familiar here. So I can also eat cheeseburgers and pizza and things like that too, yeah.
Yeah, I love living in Malaysia. There's a lot of local dishes. So I think satay is probably my favorite Malaysian dish. I also like tosay. Tosay is another favorite of mine. And then all the juices and fruits that you can get in Malaysia, I love.
I think what I like the most is that we are not only just come and study, but we are actually a community together. When people leave their home country and go to a new place, it's not easy, but they're looking for a place to find community, and I think that this is a good place to start for them.
The things I love the most about the school is the students. We have students from over 20 different countries, so it is truly an international school. And our students are just come excited to learn and excited to be with each other. We have a fast growing secondary school, so it's really exciting to see so many different kids from different countries come in.
At Oasis, one of the things that I really love about our school is the physical environment. So the classrooms are really open, there's a lot of fresh air. Inside the classrooms, you'll see the tables rather than desks, and there's different kinds of chairs for students maybe who need to be able to move around a bit more or who have a preference. So I love that we don't just think about what needs to be taught, but we think about how to make sure that the environment supports the learning that's happening.
I work here, but I'm also a parent. My son is in 5th grade and my daughter is in 1st grade. And the things that I love as a parent are very much the opportunities they have to just try so many different things, both in their class, but especially after school, the after school activities that they can do. My son's doing chess and my daughter's doing swimming, but they've also done flag football and tumbling and dance and soccer and a variety of other options throughout their years here. And they just get to explore so many different things. As a staff member here, I really love the community, and the whole team is really focused with one purpose, which is to be able to meet the needs of the students we have in our school, to be just caring for them and being able to partner with the parents in their education. It's a community that's supportive of each other, and also from that support of each other, welcoming in the parents and the students into that community. I really like being a part of that.
The reason that I love having my own children here is because I have never been a part of a school, and I've worked for 20 years in education, several different schools, and I've never seen a school where the entire staff is so dedicated to loving, teaching, and serving the children in this school. That's the type of school I want my children to be in. Those are the teachers I want for my children.
I think one of the biggest things I love is the team mentality. We are not a brand new school, but we're a school that started within the last 5 or 6 years, and a lot of people oftentimes wear different hats and different roles, and everyone is really bought into the school as a whole and willing to help out in order to succeed. So I get to see that a lot as the athletic director, in that I see teachers ranging from a classroom teacher all the way to our leadership participating in our after-school programs to see things come together and invest in students. So I think our staff and our culture is really one of a team mentality and people contributing in any way they can to make things successful.
Like I said before, I think, it's great to try something new, to be brave, to step out into something that maybe you're not comfortable with. I always tell my students to be curious. Ask a lot of questions, because if you ask questions, that means you want to know something. You want to learn about your new school, your new country, your new home. And so I always tell my students to be curious and stay curious throughout their whole time at Oasis.
One piece of advice I would give would be, when you're thinking about coming here and relocating, would be to start by thinking about coming close to the school. Because if you live nearby the school, the opportunities for community and after school activities, you can spend all your time doing those things instead of being in traffic and things like that. We do offer bus service that goes all the way around Klang Valley, but it's a lot more convenient if you're here. And sometimes when international students come, they go straight to certain areas where maybe it's the more well-known parts of town, but you can find the community here to be really wonderful, and it lets your kids get engaged in the activities at school really well.
the advice that I would have if you plan on coming here would be just to not be afraid to ask questions. You have a staff here and students that are just really friendly and willing to help. And the students that get adjusted quickly are the ones who will go and ask questions. And sometimes that's a little different for cultures, because in some cultures, you shouldn't always go up to the teacher and ask lots of questions. But here we encourage it because the teachers want to know how can we help? Where do you need help? And then the students really are the same way. We've created a culture at our school of trying to help new students. And I think one reason is because we're still a new school. So every teacher and every student remembers what it's like to be new here. And so when new students come, we try to really help them.
My biggest advice for international students would be to come and be open to new experiences, because whenever you come to a new country and a new school, you're entering a new culture.
All international students come from different cultures, whether it's their home country or the last country they lived in or the last school they were in. And being an international setting, students that seem to do best here and maybe have the most enjoyable experience are those that come in and are excited and ready to make friendships and to plug into our programs, invest in their relationships with classmates and seek out relationships with teachers. So
watch what's happening around you and see what is the culture of the school and how can you bring your talents, your gifts, and the things that you know and find your place and put down your roots here. Thank you.